Good Sunday morning to you. Welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd. I'm in the kitchen, um, making my favorite breakfast item, pan-seared pork chops. Um, why is it one of my favorites? Because A, it's cost effective. I can get a pack of pork chops at Sam's Club for between $17 and $19, and I'm usually gonna get like 15, 16 pork chops out of there. Yeah, let's be honest. Let's see. I break it down into 3 to 4 bags each time, with minimum 4 pork chops in each bag. So sometimes I get 5 in a bag. Usually, sometimes I might squeeze 6 into a bag depending on size. But so yeah, like let's say 18 pork chops for $18, $1 a piece. Um, each pork chop weighs what, quarter pound? Let's say that. Let's say it's a quarter pound. I can make as many pork chops as I need for breakfast that day, and maybe spend $5 for the meat. If I get a pack of bacon, which is like minimum $7 these days, I might get 16 pieces out of that pack of bacon, which means I'm getting 1/16 of a pound per slice. So what's that? 2/16, which is an eighth. So it would take me 4 slices of bacon to make a quarter pound, and I'm spending like 50 cents a slice because it's $8 a pack. So for $2, I can get 4 pieces of bacon, and it's not gonna really do what this one pork chop will do for me. Because I mean, look at the thickness of the bacon. It's slender, it's real skinny, and it shrivels up. But the pork chop, it's a nice quarter-inch thickness. See, this is where you're gonna, look at me and be like I'm a weirdo, because I took the chapters on unit pricing in elementary school math very seriously. Like, math is my thing, but it just resonated with me, and I'm still using all the math in my life. People be like, you don't use that after school. I use all mine. I use the geometry in my work. I use um, algebra to figure out missing, numbers. I do. I use the math. But the unit pricing part we learned in elementary school was about how to break down things to see if you were getting the best price for what you're about to spend your money on. And, since it's money, I think we all should have a vested interest in learning how far our dollar goes and how much we get for that dollar. We just pick up stuff we like, but let's be more mindful of it. I mean, especially since they talking recession and food shortages, how much can you get for your dollar? More bang for your buck. So here we go. This is just one example. If you ain't into pork, try not to be, revolted by it or anything, but just break it down like that every time you buy stuff. Toilet paper. The pack's still sitting in the floor. I got 45 rolls of toilet paper. I don't even look at how many sheets they say it is, because when I roll my toilet paper up to do what I gotta do, I mean, it's probably not gonna match what you use to do what you gotta do. So it's all personal. But how many rolls I get? 45. I paid $20 for that pack. If you go buy a small pack of 4 or 8, you're gonna pay a lot more for each roll than I would, because I bought the 45 pack. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way they do things. You pay for convenience, which is, if you're a single person in a small household, you want to package it up nice and tidy so you don't use up a bunch of space or spend a bunch of money, but you have spent more per unit by buying the 4-pack for, I don't even know how much they cost because I ain't gonna look at them. But yeah, it's just worth it to break things down. And I know part of that is because I have a mechanical component to, who I am. I have to, what is it? I took the Strengths Finder course at work a few times, and my top 5 strengths are analysis, strategic, reconstructor, that's the mechanical part, belief, and loyalty. Well, loyalty and then belief. So, reconstructor, that's the one that likes to tinker and take things apart and put them back together and see why things are the way are. What makes this do what it does, and what makes this need what it needs. And that's how I think. So everything I do generally goes to Well, what are the components of the thing? Don't just tell me that's how we do it. I'm going to ask questions to see how we can do it differently in a pinch, or to save money, or different things. But there's many reasons why you need to know how things fit together so you can know how to replace a piece that's missing, or just redo the whole thing. It's just many reasons. So, I'm not being difficult. I'm not trying to overthink everything, but what is involved in the making of this thing? How can we make it better? Engineers do it all the time. You don't call them crazy. You spend lots of money for what they know and how they build stuff. So, like, you know, they build the elevator, you just get on it. You don't care how they did it. It's how we do it. We get on the elevator. But what if one of them pieces in the elevator should go bad or be discontinued or whatever? How you gonna fix the elevator? You're not gonna be able to use it no more? No, you find another piece because of mechanics, because of engineering, because of how A fits with B to make this thing what it is. You gotta care. You just gotta know. But yeah, pan-seared pork chops turned into all that. I know people don't watch these things in chronological order or anything, but I'm also doing this cooking today as a way to build up my endorphins. You know, I had a real heart-to-heart the other day, and on Friday I ended up cooking this full-fledged meal and giving most of it away because I needed to feel a certain kind of way. Oh, I feel like something. But yeah, I needed to feel better, so I just did a thing. And somebody called me yesterday to tell me how enjoyable the thing was. So that felt good. Because most times people just say thanks when I drop it off, and I may or may not hear about it again. It's fine. That ain't why I do it. But it feels good, you know. I was talking a lot about appreciation, as a matter of fact. Just look at this whole top. Sorry for the noise. But yeah, we working something out here. But yeah, I was just talking about how sometimes people I was talking about sorry and thank you, and how they are the beginning of a thing and not necessarily the end of it. You don't just say that and it's done. You say sorry, it's a beginning of I'm going to do better. If it's not, then it's worthless. I'm trying to teach my 12-year-old, well, he'll be 13 next week. I'm trying to teach my 12-year-old right now. I don't want your apology. It don't mean nothing. It ain't worth nothing. It don't weigh nothing. It don't help nothing. Don't be sorry. Just do better. That's what people want. If you are sorry for something, they want you to do better and show them that you're sorry. Show them that you don't want them to feel like that no more, you know? And when you say thank you for something, yeah, it's great, but it don't let you off the hook. If you really appreciate what somebody has done or is doing or has been doing for a long time, you got to let them know what that's worth to you. And if it ain't worth nothing, then just save your empty sorry, because you're not even grateful. Like, thank you. Did I say save your sorry? I meant save your thank you. Whatever. I don't know. But yes, thank you just means I see you, I appreciate you, and I want you to feel that from now on. So I'm going to be doing things to make you understand how much I think you are worth in my life, and how your actions have helped me, and how I believe that, you know, your consideration of me is valuable, because in a world like this, that is very important. I want you to understand that that's a good thing you did, and I might want you to do it again. So thank you, and wow. Maybe one day you'll see a card in the mail or get a phone call or a text message and just say, you know what, I was just thinking about you. You mean the world to me. Just something, you know what I'm saying? But sorry, nothing by itself. Thank you, it's all right, but I mean, unless they're a stranger, you should be doing a little bit more than those things. You should be making a nice path toward helping them feel what you meant to them. But that's just me. I was talking to somebody the other day. I'm jumping tracks. I'm talking about something different. I was talking about something the other day. What is it? She reminded me. I had written something. I wrote one day on Facebook, are we still mad at like Amazon and all the other retailers? Like, no, it was Amazon that we were mad at. And we were talking about not supporting Jeff Bezos anymore. But what some of you don't realize is that we're not just supporting Jeff Bezos. He's in, he put the infrastructure there and he's benefiting from everything. But do you know you're supporting small business, like thousands, millions of small businesses when you order from Amazon? And you're getting it fast, so that service is very, very valuable. You're ordering from people who have sold things through their marketplace. They ain't making all that stuff. Amazon don't make most of that stuff. They put their name on it and they send you a truck, but Amazon ain't making those nice things that you found in those cute little boutiques and things. Those companies, those small businesses are doing that, and they need to stay alive. So keep supporting that Amazon thing. You didn't even pay attention to it probably, but most of the stores that you shop at, if they have an online presence, they have made their online store open to other businesses so that they can sell you their products. That's why, like, when you see maybe a little message that says you can't return it in stores, because it ain't theirs. They ain't make it. You can't send it back to the store that didn't create it. You got to send it back to the small business that created it and sold it through that place's website. So, don't be mad at the people and try to boycott, because you're going to hurt some small businesses in the process. We already got it hard enough out here. We got to find people in places. That's why we pay the fees to be on the marketplace. Now, I saw the trend. So I already had my own website. I mean, I know you see a lot of your favorite creators have Linktree. They send you link in bio, blah, blah, blah. You go there and you see a tree of links that they paid, to have that page. Just to hold all the places they have agreements with and, that they can benefit from when you purchase there. But I got a whole website and a store I've been paying for and a free store to go with it. So it's like, I decided I would be a marketplace for creators, where I call them makers, people who I may know or in my sphere of influence, my people know, who make things but don't have a platform to sell the stuff on. Come to my marketplace and sell it here. I'm not going to charge you a fee for being there, but we can negotiate a price for me so that when the order comes in, I pay that price to you. I send you the shipping label, and your customer gets the thing that they need from you. So it's small business helping small business. A lot of people ain't really ready yet. I don't know what's going on with people. They seem to not understand what's happening here or something. They just be out here. No, I'm selling my lip gloss. I got a website. Oh, you do? I never knew it. I market mine all the time. I never knew you had a website. Okay, fine, do it your way. But I feel like the more places you can go. And that's another thing I'm about to go on a tangent about. I don't have a place I can go and put my feet up and be like, let me sell my books in your store, or let me sell all my custom creations and my t-shirts and things in your place. Nobody's offering me that. Nobody really even works their own business that way. So here I go again, doing things for people that I would never get in return. But it's not about that in this particular instance. It's just, okay, let's see how I can make a difference, how I can leave an imprint that I'm proud of, a legacy, if you will. Like, what do I have to do to make sure I'm meeting the expectations that God has for me, So I do stuff and I try to help, but people don't be listening. They ain't ready. Don't get me started on real estate. Oh my God. The information I have given real estate clients in the past, first time buyers, they go, I want to live over here. It's nice over here. Well, it's nice, but it's a little bit costly and it's overpriced, because the land is what's going to keep its value, but the property on the land, it ain't really great. The property is attached to all the other properties around it. So the value of that particular house is tied to every other house in this community. So if they start doing improvements and you don't, you're not going to be worth as much as them. But in another neighborhood, that house ain't worth that much, because it ain't about the house. It's about the land and where the land sits. But I know that, and you're not supposed to. But you're supposed to listen to me because you hired me to represent you. So if you say, I want to live here, it's a nice neighborhood, and I tell you, that's out of your price range, but let me take you over here because they about to come up. Well, all around this county right now, there's some come-ups. Big time. But you can't even afford to get in it no more. So when I told you 2 years ago, you should have went 2 years ago. Now the property value is a little bit like doubled based on the sales and, you know, the comps around it. Not necessarily the value of each one assessed by a, you know, what do you call them? Appraiser. The value, the market value. Let's get it clear. The market value of those homes have doubled in some of those places. And some of it is just way too, it's not double, but it's still out of your budget. But if you had listened to me, you'd be sitting pretty right now. You would have some nice equity to make some moves that you want to make. But you ain't hear me. You was trying to argue with me because you thought you knew better than me. It's fine. Got a lot of those stories. And you still sitting wherever you were sitting 2 years ago because you can't afford nowhere now except Baltimore. Go on up there. But you still got smaller kids and you don't want to go to that school system right there in that particular area. So now you got a problem. You got to stay where you are. It's fine. It's your life. But I like when people don't waste my time. So if you ask me to go do my job, just hand me those reins and let me do my job. And then when I explain it to you, try to see the logic in it. Or just leave me alone altogether. But yeah, tired of people. Well, when it comes to real estate, your girl know what she be talking about. There's a lot of renovations. There are a lot of improvements that this county executive has invested in for the last few years, and it's re-election time, so she about to make some new promises and probably signing some more deals that you haven't even heard of yet. But believe me, I already saw the areas where they were going to put the changes. And if you call me, I can help you, but don't waste my time. So, what else did I want to talk about today? I don't know. Just keep supporting small business. Don't worry about which marketplace you found them in. If you want the thing, you need the thing is the right price, just order it and be happy. And don't be trying to boycott, Target because whatever Target did. Those people don't have nothing to do with Target. They just using Target's marketplace. Ashley Stewart, one of my favorite places for casual, plus size wear. Now, I ain't going to say it's one of my favorite places to shop for just clothes in general because, well, I got my issues with them. But leggings all day. All day. Cute little bags, stuff you never expected. Because some small business person created those things and put them there. Earrings. Oh yeah, I like getting costume jewelry from there too. But yeah, different things. Walmart, one of the hugest retailers on the planet. They use their marketplace for other companies and vendors too. That's why they gotta ship it to you. You can't pick it up in store. That's why you gotta return it online or start it online and then send it to the store so they can send it back to the person for you. Because it ain't theirs. They didn't do it. Don't be mad at the big people because you're going to hurt the small people. Just try to survive out here as best you can, getting what you need for the price that you can afford it. And don't look into the politics of the whole who's behind X, Y, and Z. That's how they ruin your life. Where you going to find it? There are ties to all kinds of crummy, crappy, dishonorable people, places, and things, hidden, because if you knew, then you wouldn't support it. So if you do all your research and you can find those ties and everything, then great. But the average person don't have time for that. Just get what you need for the price you can afford it. Be happy with your purchase and stay out of the politics of it. Just don't let them interfere in your everyday life. They're already ruining everything around us. I shouldn't have said that. I don't do politics. But yeah, politics ruins lives. I don't care who you pick and what they say they stand for. Things change. Priorities change. That's my motto for why I'm not married no more. Because people change. Priorities change. And as that happens, Everything could easily fall apart. Not necessarily your fault, his fault, their fault. Whatever happened, but 86,400 seconds in each and every day. How much of those would you say you've used wisely? Just concentrate on what you need and how much you can afford to pay for it. Okay. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 lovely pork chops out of this. I'm not gonna eat 4 pork chops, but since they were in there, and I gotta freeze them in groups and throw them out in groups, I'm gonna have 2 left over for. Yes, I'm gonna eat 2 of these. Cause let me show you. So everybody in the store, when they go order pork chops, they want those center cut, lovely ones. They shape like this, but they don't have a lot of fat on them. That's all fine and good for restaurant quality, but that ain't for what I'm trying to do. I like the ones with these nice pockets of fat around them, because that meat right there between the fat and the rest is so tender and good. Yeah, I like to eat on those pieces. I don't want the one that don't have a lot of fat on it, because it's just a piece of white meat and it's like chicken breast. Chicken breast. Chicken breast is so versatile, but it's uneventful. It's dry most of the time and people don't do it right. I can do it, but I don't want it. I like the dark meat. Dark meat is more tender, it's fatty, it's just juicy and good. Just a thing. So when I buy pork chop packs, I look for the ones that have more of that undesirable to the public quality with the fat in it, so I can make it dance. Those ones with just the meat, they don't interest me. But yeah, a few things about a few things. I got my endorphins, my rush. I've been drinking way too much Pepsi because Pepsi helps me combat my stress, and I'm working on things, but I'm here. And to further add to my rush, I'm going to hug and kiss and smell on my grandbaby today. It's going to be a good day. Toodles.